It's quite dark. Fortunately, I'm at the start of the day rather than the end of it, so it's going to get better. First cast on the canal, a small roach. This isn't a small roach. Perch, I would say, possibly a bream. If it's a perch, it'll be a good one. I'll put my money on a bream. I can't see it just yet. And look how light it is now, just 5 minutes on from when I did that recording. Things change, don't they? It's splashing, but I still can't see. Oh, it's a perch. Yes. The early bird catches the worm, and the early angler definitely catches a nice stripey. The moment of reveal, cracking perch. Fantastic. Lovely start to the session. It's ready to return. It wants to go back, and that's exactly what's happening to it right now. It's much lighter now, and I've just had a hook pull on another good perch. It's very encouraging, isn't it? I haven't been getting many bites, and that might be because there are some nice perch out there, because big perch eats small fish. And a crowd attracts a crowd, as I so often say, but if you can get the main crowd in from the start, that's mission accomplished without having to work through all the smaller fish. I was up at 4:30 this morning. I didn't set the alarm, but my body woke me up anyway and said, take me fishing and listen to your body, is what they say. It was still dark when I got here, as you saw. Even starting to fish, it was hardly first light, or just about breaking into that category of the day. Definitely getting shorter now, aren't they, the days? I took the birthday girl out last night. We hit the town after church. McDonald's, King Swinford. And by the way, Steve Bell, Amanda and Clive, thank you for the birthday wishes. Debbie said thank you, and she appreciates that you posted. And I've got another bite there while I talk. But we hit the town last night. McDonald's. Security guard at McDonald's, King Swinford. I guess that's pretty standard now for so many places, isn't it? But it just shows how much we've descended on the race to the bottom as a society. You'd never have thought that you would have had a security guard at a McDonald's, and certainly King Swinford anyway. It's what you would consider to be a nice area, but they are needed. Kids there, I would say, just nuisance, not necessarily intimidating, but just a nuisance. And while I was talking, I've hooked and brought this one in to the bank and to the iPhone. When I was younger, it was a joke. They'd say, he's a bouncer at Mothercare. Now it's true. As I've said on so many occasions, the world is gone, but you don't have to go with it. After all the early activity, I caught lots and lots of small perch, one after the other. It's gone very quiet. So for about 20 minutes or so, I haven't even had a bite. It's only 7 o'clock. It's been ages, and just as the water starts to move, indicating that the locks are being opened either to my left or to my right, the float disappeared and I've caught another perch. 7:54 and a boat has just come through, so that can't do any harm as far as maybe stirring up the bottom is concerned. It was going fast though. I thought it was a speedboat. Cast out again, and let's see if I can add to the tally of fish caught thus far. Few and far between, but the fish are still putting in an appearance. pretty standard approach. I do show this on a regular basis, in fact most of my sessions, but of course there could be someone who's watching this who hasn't seen the previous videos. A couple of maggots. I've been alternating between whites and reds, size 14 hook, an anchor shot. Doesn't do much good when the lock's open, but when there's just that little trickle of water passing through, it really does work. The float is a 0.8 gram Drennan Waggler. I've got a shot either side. Well, I will have when I push that one up, slide it up like so, and then I've got another just there, and also a further shot about a foot down. It's 5 to 6 feet deep. I'm fishing the boat channel, and I'm fishing over, no surprises, brown crumb and of course maggots. I love perch. I think they are beautiful fish. The stripes really make them stand out, and the blood red tinge to the fins, that one's very obliging there, I think is magnificent. It's like an artist has just flicked the edge of the fins there with the brush, not gone all the way across, but just tickled the edges. Marvellous, aren't they? Beautiful creatures. Hello Jeff, and of course hello to everyone else listening in to us today. And to answer your question, yes, I've had a great week fishing. I don't think I've ever had a bad angling session in my life, and if you can catch a few fish along the way, well, that makes it even better, doesn't it? Yeah, funnily enough, Jeff, I've been fishing this morning, and I have done a video to go with it, and I did say in the video that I'm in the world, but I'm not of it. In other words, I'm not part of the system. I'm not part of all the stuff that's going on. It's a race to the bottom, isn't it? Really, when you look at society and the things you mentioned, just not necessarily like negative in the sense that they're moral decline, but people on the phones, people busy, people haven't got time for their own lives even. I do find that I'm in the world, but I'm not of it. So I certainly don't jump on that train that's leaving the station. I'm very much still old-fashioned in many ways. Although fishing is extremely relaxing, if you've got stuff on your mind and you're not able to deal with it effectively, it can become worse because you haven't got anything to do to take your mind off stuff. So just because you're out there in the great outdoors, it doesn't automatically mean that you relax. For some people, if they are very worked up and stressed out about something, in some ways it could make it worse. I think it's a lot deeper in terms of dealing with our own personal issues and putting ourselves in the right place. But if you are in that right place, then fishing can be very rewarding indeed, because you are away from things. You don't bother with your phone, don't cast out and then spend the next 3 hours on your phone, because in the context of what you're talking about, that's not necessarily going to help. In fact, that's just a continuation of what you were doing when you were sitting at home.